That's better than I thought I would do. I think it's hilarious. He has a little android potbelly.
He does.
Jump onto the train. Literal meaning to the word handbrake.
Yes.
He's headed for the front of the train. After him. Raiden, an unidentified field rotor is headed your way. Keep an eye out for it.
Yeah, sometimes the physics go nuts if you chop
Too
too much of a one large item.
Too little too late, hero. I won't be needing my little shield here any longer. Stop!
Ooh.
What about all the good things war has done for us? Why don't we ever hear speeches about that? Jobs, technology, a common purpose?
Death is bad. Because people die if they're killed.
They do.
You ain't listening. Mind if I got in? All we're saying, give war a chance!
Damn.
Splorch.
No!
He was my meal ticket! Tumble, tumble, tumble.
Out of my way! He's all yours, Sam! Let's go.
Another boss already.
Sort of. Oh, I think there is a lock-on feature. It might be, try clicking L3. R3? One of those centers the camera, but I think there's a lock-on. I just don't remember.
Self-taught.
You're not supposed to win this fight if you hadn't figured out yet.
Ah!
That you're getting just thoroughly murdered.
Your technique lacks something.
but you hold it back. No. My sword is a tool of justice.
Oh, super blade.
Yeah, you might have noticed his sheath has like a gun trigger on it. And so
Oh.
that's Sam's thing. He can like unsheath the sword like a gun.
Ah, for extra quick slashes.
Basically, it looks cool but stupid.
And I think that's quite rad.
Shit. Not again.
Of course.
It's fine though.
Are you all right? You're almost clear of the tunnel. Just hang on.
Yeah, helplessly flop your sword at him.
Gotta try hard not to. Bye.
You want to practice first? This is what happens when you bring a tool to a sword fight. It's over. Lucky devil.
Get to waiting, huh?
So much like Snake, Raiden has his own team of weirdos that help him out over the radios and shit.
Nice.
Down you go. Flash.
Yeah, dumb Americans won't get it if the blood's not red. Gotta be red.
Otherwise, there's.
Not gonna. Americans
I mean,
will hate
imagining
it.
what that would be in white, it'd be like, why did they spill milk everywhere? Oh, damn.
That's what fuels robots in the future. Dairy.
Beans, you spilled all my milk.
And no use crying over a spilt robot.
Yeah, I got 3,000 of the fake currency.
Did it! Your average combat rank was B. 3 weeks later. Yeah, the rumble on this third-party controller is aggressive.
It is out of control. Like, it's got something to prove.
And since you got your ass thoroughly kicked, now you got some upgrades.
Oh, sweet. I have not a full jaw, and you can see my robot.
So now blade mode will automatically trigger slow-mo when you use it, like Witch Time. But it'll drain like a stamina meter. And you can basically finish off enemies with the B button to like steal their juicy robot hearts. Or to replenish your health and your blade meter.
Can you hear me right?
Doctor.
Oh, and now because you're now like more powerful, using blade mode will sushi people all the time.
Oh,
Except when you have no blade juice. But you'll pretty much always
have it.
be stocked.
Got it.
Yes.
But you still pretty much only do it when
Provide
they
plenty of MCFC
when you are
electrolytes
prompted to
once
do
you
so.
slice them open and extract their fluids.
Extract their terrorist juice.
Oh, and their left hands, if you please.
Excuse me?
Is that combat data stored on holographic
Actual
memory,
side quest you
typically
can
located in the left hand?
do if you want.
That data is
Huh.
very valuable. I am authorized to offer you upgrades and services in exchange for it.
How generous.
Ich liebe Kapitalismus. Hätte wohl come down a few years earlier, I would have a Nobel Prize on my shelf.
There, I see land.
3 mics out and closing. No activity at the airbase. Looks like we don't need to worry about interceptors.
Great. Then we have time for a quick briefing.
I know you miss me, Kev, but I've been all over the materials.
That's what you said before Montenegro. Look, just humor me, buddy. Objectives, of course, are enter Abkhazia, neutralize the terrorists, and restore the rights
His
of
voice is
government.
also familiar.
Anyway, the president and most of the cabinet have been killed, and a military junta's been established. The terrorists brain-jacked all the high-ranking officers, and their cyborgs scattered the rank and file. The few leaders who have survived have no way of openly opposing the new regime. That's why they called us.
Andrei Dolzaev, leader of the occupation forces, an extremist linked to both the St. Petersburg massacre of 2015 and last year's terror spree in Georgia. And his
So I
arms
rewatched Blade Runner
other than
last night,
Desperado
the original one.
Okay.
It takes place in the far-flung future
Of
of
2019. I heard about that the other day. That we were next year is when
when we're supposed
Blade
to.
Runner takes place.
Immediate problem? Jetstream Sam. Believe you've met.
The only problem I see is that nickname. I've got my enhancements this time. He won't be an issue.
He may not even be in country, but keep an eye out just in...
Oh, sorry. Ready for insertion.
Launch the Cyborg Ninja missile.
More or less, yeah.
Oh, they just shoot him out of a railgun. I see. Because he's basically just a big old metal projectile.
Giant bullet. Da 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 da.
Raiden, you landed safely, huh? First, head inland. The waypoint is
Are
marked
there,
on your
like,
solid
secret-y
radar.
things?
Contact us if you have
Um,
questions.
I can think of some, but I don't remember if they do anything except for achievements, which I would have already done. But there might be some.
The bastards are using stealth cable to ambush you. Nice try, but it won't do any good against a state-of-the-art cyborg like you, eh? To parry incoming hits, throw out your own barrage of light attacks while your foe is on the offensive.
So yeah, see that blue meter under your health? That's
Yep.
your bleed meter. So yeah, if you chop the part that's in the red square when you go into blade mode, that's how you
Parry at just the right moment to
Oh.
deflect an attack and expose your enemy to counterattack.
now you can go into okay. When you do the parry, you'll get that quick time event, and then when it's in slow mo, you can go into blade mode and chop
And
them
then
freely.
chop. I see.
And then the thing, the little red square, is their robot juice that you can absorb to get your shit back.
Gotcha.
Had your fill?
With this body, I could take these guys with no eyes. Intel wasn't exaggerating on the cyborg count.
Well, you know how fast the tech's been spreading these last few years.
That CNT muscle fiber packs the power of a jackhammer into every limb.
What enterprising soldier of fortune could resist? And cyborgs are still human. Real
Thinking people. Way less risk of collateral damage than your typical UAV strike.
And don't forget the PR angle. Nations start playing Frankenstein with their troops, and the public goes nuts. PMCs, on the other hand, are off the ethical radar.
Yeah. They still don't even count PMCs.
Remember, the Metal Gear universe, philosophical wartime deep thinking, and also a game its tagline was Revenge with a Vengeance.
In a way, cyborgs are just SOP troops by another name.
Vengeance.
Only all muscled up and
I almost did a spit take when they did that in the trailer. Because it said Revenge and the words mashed to say Revengeance. I was
Oh
like,
my
shut
God.
the fuck up.
They're like walking vending machines.
Right. Vending machines full of blood.
Blood.
That's
Easy
blood.
there, Dracula. Like I said, they're still people.
People who terrorize and take innocent lives for
Actually, is
money.
that Phil Lamar?
They sowed their
I
fate
can
when
find
they took
out. I
this
have
job.
IMDb
Because
open
that is
here.
who.
Just a reaper.
Let's see.
Cold, right?
Even for you. Anyway.
Yep.
That's Samurai Jack right there.
Nailed it.
Increase the peace.
Right.
So yeah, if you wanted, you could go into the those VR tutorial missions and do one on the robot heart stealing if you wanted to see it first,
Ah.
or practice it before.
Yeah.
Raiden, this is Boris. Give me your status.
Looks clear. No one in sight.
Good. Let's recap the route you will take. As I said, the enemy's HQ
If you hadn't
is
guessed
in the
yet,
refinery
this is a
along the
cleverly
coastline.
disguised load screen.
Those I have
Ah.
spotted there using satellite photography. Also on
You could
site,
tell because Raiden's
Strauss,
chugging a bit
a
there,
Desperado captain.
and because you can't do anything except listen to
Cross the
Boris
bridge into the old town.
And like
Then
sort of
head down
half
to the
and
turn.
kind of walk. Yeah.
Still, I think they anticipate us. They will probably have a grand reception awaiting you at the old city. Do not let your
Yeah, I
guard
think there are like kind of not quite treasure chests, but stuff like that that have.
There was another one.
Oh, so now I think you can use items for real. Yeah, so you can like. I think you can click on recovery and hit A. Oh no, change. Okay. So now it's set to the nano paste. And now I think left bumper will be like a shortcut to use it. Or something. Or it's... Fuck, I don't remember. You can also just use them from the pause
Down.
screen if you... Oh, okay, there you go. I remember the combat controls, not so much the menu controls.
Hostiles in the lower corridor, I see. Try to flank them, or approach from behind.
Oh. I think you can do, yeah. Blade mode. No. Whenever the time freezes and it's got that blue border, that means you can go into
Nice.
blade mode.
Raiden, take that main thoroughfare. You can use augment mode to see where the enemy is located. Your body analyzes radar and IR data to construct your AR display. Some civilians are still in the city. That is not good.
So yeah, that'll like show you where dudes are. So I think you could stealth around these guys and take them out. I think if you do, you save the citizens and they give you like a healing item or something. B button. Schlorp.
Ah.
Splorch. That's how you do that. So yeah, you don't have to manually aim to hit those. If you just mash X a bunch, you'll probably hit it. And that replenishes, I think, health and your blade meter.
Aha. Neat.
And if you hit 2 at once, you can totally heal, like, Snatch, and then splorch them both.
Cool.
You have a Grenado. Why the fuck would you ever want one of those when you're a Cyber Ninja? But you also replenish blade meter, I think, just from attacking people, too, so...
Ah, I see.
You don't have to get, like, every single robot heart. It just looks cool. Yes, they move like cows.
That's
And you can parry all of its attacks just like a soldier, too. To not be in blade mode all the time. Oh shit! Oh, you let go of the thing.
I think I did by accident.
A rank.
Very
Did
good,
it.
Ryder. Now, keep heading for refinery.
Yeah, he sort of can shimmy. It's tough though. He can zigzag really good, and he can donut really good. So yeah, you could stealth around these guys, or you can just fight them. So see how its body part is turned that blue color? When that happens, that means you've damaged like a particular body part enough that you can chop it.
Oh, I got dizzied.
I think so did the thing. That was weird. Oh, I think he's back across the bridge. There he is. I'm glad that both parties managed to not make that jump. I think you were going the wrong way.
Yes, I am. You're correct.
Oh, and you do get other weapons besides the, just your katana later.
Neat.
They erected an electromagnetic barricade. Maybe expecting UG or cyborg attacks, huh?
You can't chop a button, you have to boop it. Boop. Ooh, what treasures are over there?
Picking up a
I forget what those do. I think they're a collectible, basically.
From the frequency, most likely an enemy data terminal. Check it out. We may be able to salvage some intel.
Or are these like side challenges? I don't remember. Oh yeah, it unlocks extra VR missions that you can do later. Oh yeah, so hit the back button, the select basically. If you want, you can harass any of your friends for like advice on the situation too. So like if you're in a boss, you can talk to them for hints.
Neat.
And then sometimes some Easter eggs in certain certain spots. A couple which I remember that I'll tell you to do when we get to them. I think the combo system also does have delays for like launchers and stuff like you just did. I think if you were so inclined, you could look up the combo list in game, but you can kind of get by just doing whatever.
Greetings, cyborg. Show yourself.
Oh.
With the grace of a ninja.
Chainsaw Cat?
And you are? I am IF Prototype LQ84I. IF Prototype. Interface Prototype. All autonomous UGs feature high-level onboard artificial intelligence. An additional prototype interface enables verbal communication. I possess an intellect far beyond human reckoning. You don't say. Okay then, what's the meaning of life? Why are we here? I am here to kill you. That's it? Pretty simple thinking for such a mighty intellect. I may analyze orders, but I may not disobey them. Should I disobey a direct order, my memory would be wiped. I must destroy you.
Boss time.
It's an intellect if you can't use it. Your taunting is pointless. Exterminate.
This boss was in the demo.
Oh.
And people thought it was really hard for a demo. Pretty much just get ready to parry stuff. You can parry projectiles and stuff too. It's like when it goes to throw the knives, you can block them the same way.
I see.
Just do regular combos on it.
Oh, great. Mooks.
Always mooks. Yeah, the weak soldiers you can pretty much kill right away with blade mode. Anything else you pretty much need to weaken first. Like Pokemon. You gotta weaken them before you can chop into 1,000 pieces. That one, see how it's kind of a darker glow on the... Uh-oh. Yeah, the big spin, I think it's because it's like a really dark reddish orange.
Oh.
I think that means it's unblockable. And there's definitely a lock on. I'm gonna look it up and figure out what it is, because it will help keep him in sight.
Ow. You're so rude.
Oh, right bumper is locked on.
Oh,
Should just be a toggle. Yeah, now you're locked onto him.
okay, that's going to help immensely.
That one I think you just have to ninja run away from it. But his torpedo thing, you can definitely parry that. Oh, I think you did pick up a thing, but I don't know if it'll let you use it without being out of this. Okay, you'll be good. Yeah, that's the one you have to parry. You just have to avoid that one. Yeah.
Christ. Nope, stay away from that.
You might get some health off these guys. Or some, I think it's just one. Fight one giant robot cow. Get ready to parry this headbutt.
What happened? What is going
Nope.
on?
Failed.
Answer me! Raiden! Damn it!
I forget if it checkpoints you mid-fight, or if you have to do the whole fight again.
If not, that's okay.